have a 13-year-old. He's got several friends that are trans, but he's got one particular friend, their mother, she's not accepted their chosen name, but has made a variation on it to sort of be a nickname. She basically feels like it's something they're going to allow her. I'm just the mom of a friend, but I'd like to help.
It's really complicated when a parent is only kind of supportive.
Yeah, I'm friends with the mom.
How close are you with the mom?
We used to be much closer because our kids were in transitional kindergarten together.
Gotcha.
But it's been a few years since then.
Got it.
So we talk once or twice a year.
Okay, so not that close.
Not that.
Okay, at the end of the day, the most you can probably do is just be that safe person. Make it clear to them however you can. It doesn't have to be overt. It can just be, words of encouragement that don't even have to do with gender identity stuff. Having that safe person in your life, and they will know, means the world. Hopefully, as time goes on and this kid continues to be who they are, hopefully that parent will get more and more comfortable with it. But if they don't, they know that there are people out there like you that maybe might be a mom when they need.
Lilly Tino needs to be stopped. I don't even take him seriously. Every time I see him, it looks like a joke. It looks like a South Park episode happening in real life. I do not believe anything he says. I do not believe he even believes what he says. It just seems like a joke for him to garner money, garner attention, and garner some sort of community that believes in the nonsense that he believes in, because this is just weird behavior.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is a trans-free bathroom, okay? Are you trans? You have to tell me if you are. Trans test number 1. Do you use pronouns? Got a live one here? Give me your arm. Estrogen meter. God, you're full of testosterone. No, wait, that's upside down. Does this flag mean anything to you? I'm gonna need some backup here. Now, talking to this. Trans voice checker. That can't be right. So are you tucked right now or something? It's a pretty good tuck. How do you get it so flat? Well, if you're not trans, what's this? A tampon? No, it's a pad. What was the last time you shaved your face? Is that a beard? Is that a beard? I'm gonna need you to take one of these. But I'm not pregnant. Exactly what a trans would say. What's this in my pocket? Estrogen? Ooh, do you want it? It's over here. Oh, it's over here. Oh, come get it. Come get it. And how's your polycule doing? I'm monogamous? Sure you are. Well, if you're not trans, let's arm wrestle. Let's see those big trans muscles. Come on. Trans, definitely trans. Yes, trans.
We get it, bro. You are fighting for your dear life just so that you could be in the same space as women. It's definitely because you're a woman. That's the reason why you want to be in the women's spaces, because you're a woman and not because you're a creep who wants to look at women. That's definitely not the reason.
My name is she, her. Sometimes it's they, them. Please don't call me he. Please don't call me him.
Then I'll call you gay. Quit doing music.
And you're really confused, get your hoodies down in the description below. I'm wearing one right now. There's only 3 genders, male, female, and like this guy, confused.
I have depression. I have anxiety. I'm confused about what gender I am. I support Hamas, a terrorist organization. I have an art major. I believe in open borders. I scream and pout when I don't get my way. But you should listen to me on how to make this country better.
Before we get back into the video, if you guys have enjoyed the video thus far, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and hit the bell so that you're notified when a video comes out. And let us get back into the video.
Because who she thought she was. What? Who she is an employee for the airport trying to do her job. Who you and your friends are a group of entitled women who think they own the airport and can do whatever they want just because you're filming. What's really sad, though, is you could have been respectful. Stop the video, let her pass, do her job, then film it again. But no, you'd rather post this online to try to laugh at and make fun of her. So now you get me. What I do love, though, is almost every single comment on your video is telling you you're wrong. Some comments even have more likes than the actual video. Newsflash, if a comment telling you that you're wrong has more likes than your video, that's not a good sign. And you should probably take the video down and learn to respect people. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
We are not going to beat the allegations. Can you guys just be normal for once and stop disturbing everyone when you go out in public? And also, can you speak English properly? You'll complain about stereotypes and then do everything that the stereotypes say about you. Make it make sense.
Can I take a picture of your shirt?
Yeah, of course.
Wow. I just want to show everyone what a fucking pussy you are. Have a great one.
My nigga.
And in first place, the new champion.
What the? Are you kidding me? Dude, you can't just slap on a wig and win our competition.
And we are seeing basically the mirror of what they used to show in their episodes, and it's happening. And just to let you all know, South Park was comedy upon comedy, but yet people are doing this in real life and saying that they're being serious.
What is 3 cubed?
81.
81. There you go. Yeah, she's smart. That was quick. That was quick. She's smart. Yeah. That was crazy quick. That was crazy. You were the first one to get that right.
Really?
So, yeah.
He doesn't know what the next question is. He's never played it that far.
I genuinely did not expect this outcome, and I'm not saying that in a way to gloat or be prideful. When I signed up for this competition, I did not expect to win. It was a pipe dream. Obviously, everyone enters competition wanting to win. But I did not think that this would be the one for me, and the fact that it is I'm genuinely at a loss for words. I don't know what comes next. I don't know where I'll compete next.
I know where you'll compete next. At whatever men's competition you decide to compete in. Because people with XY chromosomes are not allowed in World's Strongest Woman. I know, crazy to say. Because the World's Strongest organization actually has some common sense. Because as of now, the story that I have seen is that this person entered under false pretenses and did not disclose a minor condition of having XY chromosomes to the World's Strongest Woman competition. But since then, Jamie has been stripped of the title and it is now given to Andrea Thompson, rightfully so. Some South Park level stuff right here, but this gives me a little bit of hope for humanity. TNFO.
I'm sure you guys have heard me say it before, but South Park is happening in real life, and South Park was also ahead of its time because they depicted a lot of things in their episodes that are coming to life right now.
I fully believe that black men are arrested for more. 100%.
At 3 times the rate?
Yes, yes, but I don't think they commit it more than white men.
Based on what? Just like your gut feeling?
Sexual assault rates are pretty consistent across races.
No, they're not. No, they're
not.
They're not.
Except for indigenous women.
No, just not at all. They're not consistent.
All right.
Like, for instance, Asians, they commit the least amount of it. Now, that's true that they consistently commit the least amount. I'm willing to agree with that. But that would obviously have a logical entailment that black men commit the most amount, right?
I would be curious about that because if we look at Korea and Japan, where SA is kind of like so severe to the point that like women in Japan have their own train carts, I would be curious if that has to do again with people.
No, it's because those cultures are fucking perverted as shit because they're godless, and that's one thing that people forget about is like how Japan has all the laws where they have the young girls walking around in the mini skirts at all of the schools, and the principals, you know, they're always for it, right? They sell women's underwear out of vending machines. They have massive shops where you start on the bottom floor, and as you continue to ascend, it goes to worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and more hardcore. It's a very perverted society.
You have to have blinders on to believe what you believe because everything she just said was completely stupid. There is no way you do not think there's any discrepancies between the races, especially with all of the data that we have, and especially with how you see society going. If you think that, you're just an idiot.
I paid to be right here. Yeah. Well, guess what? I'm an American citizen. I have every right to be here. Okay, congratulations. Yeah, so I want you to move, actually. How about you move? I'm good. Take your booth and go somewhere else.
Here,
yeah.
Did you pay for this position?
Yeah.
Then you have a right to move people.
It's fine.
Yeah. If she wants to stay here, then I can stay here too. It's cool.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, you're not very busy in your booth, so I mean, if this is worth your time, then no one was blocking your booth, honey. No one wanted to go in your booth, I will say that.
And of course, in good old Caitlin Bennett style, I had to give the other bullies the attention they so badly wanted.
So, who's over here in the peanut gallery?
Go away.
Is that you in the peanut gallery?
I don't consent to this contact.
What don't you consent to?
Leave me alone.
Yeah, you guys have been in the peanut gallery.
Do a veteran a solid on his birthday and go away.
Yeah. Haven't you been shouting at me from across the street?
No, he has.
Oh, you're the one that's in the peanut gallery. Well, now you've got my attention. I came over here to say hi. What would you like to say?
You all will shout, disturb another person, and then when they confront you with a camera, all of a sudden you want them to leave you alone. Maybe if you use that old decrepit brain of yours, you would have thought to yourself, if I don't want this person to approach me, maybe it wouldn't be a good idea for me to shout at them so that they won't approach me. But you know what? I can understand. You're getting older, your brains are deteriorating, and you know, as they say, with age comes wisdom. As we've seen a lot of times, it seems to be the opposite.
I don't need to post half-naked pictures of myself on social media. I'm someone's future wife. Isn't this you? And this, and this, and this? Like, there we go. That's a lot better. Be careful of these supposed Christian trad women that are just grifting you. Is the internet still calling you fat? No, the internet's still calling you a...
Eddie, my pronouns are they, them. Would you like to share yours with me?
Yeah, he, him. I probably don't look it, but you know what? That's life.
I think you look great, Eddie.
Thank you.
What do you want to do with your hair?
So, I'm sure nobody's requested this before, but a mullet if we can, because I'm kind of halfway there already. It's like a great value brand like Wolf Cut going on right now.
Totally. Do you have pictures of what you were thinking?
Kinda?
Yeah, let's pull that up.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I touch your hair, Eddie? I just want to feel how everything is in here.
Absolutely.
Every single time they say stupid things, and not only do they say stupid things, they believe in stupid things. You're apparently a he, him, and then you go on to say that you don't look like it, which would insinuate that you need to look a certain way to be a he, him, which would be a male. But they just want to keep living their lie because they're delusional people who need to feel seen.
I have never been more nihilistic in my entire fucking life, but I am to the point where I will sit on a hill roasting marshmallows as I watch the world burn. Because fire destroys so that new prosperous growth can happen. And I will burn to death on that hill too, because I do not believe there is anything at this point that will bring this country together and start seeing everyone's perspective, seeing it, and coming to a common fucking ground so that we are not burying ourselves in fascism. That's it.
Yeah, you definitely look like a very healthy human being whose opinion should be listened to. It's not like you have crazy eyes or anything. Your eyes look normal, your face looks normal, and you have normal opinions. We should definitely take your advice.
How's it going? Walking Tomahawk. I was wondering if you guys had any books on trans people, specifically trans indigenous, or anything relating to ethnic or racial dysphoria. Awesome, thank you. At this branch would be great. I'm really struggling right now. So.
I don't see anything coming.
Wow. So there's no books related to trans indigenous, trans native. What about transgender?
I'm sure there are many books.
Why do you think there's books on that?
Because there are.
But not trans.
But
not trans natives.
I don't see anything.
That you, but you guys aren't trans native phobic, or
no?
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So could I maybe read to the kids and talk to them about what it's like being trans native and having racial dysphoria?
You would have to talk to somebody about if you really want. You would write a proposal. Send it to us.
You seem a little reticent about that.
I just feel like this camera in my face.
You just, it's not because I'm trans.
No, it feels.
You think that being trans is an act? You think trans natives are strange? Do you understand how hurtful those words are to trans indigenous people like me? You think we're strange people?
I didn't say that.
Please don't dead feather me or misindigenate me. That is very hurtful, sir.
Stop pretending.
You think I'm trans people are pretenders? And that when we cry, do you understand that the reason we drink and gamble so much is because of transphobes like you?
Really?
Sir, that is so unfortunate that you're trans native phobic. So you do take trans natives seriously? Okay, good. Because it's not easy living with racial and ethnic dysphoria. It's very difficult. And I feel like you're being dismissive and cavalier about it and kind of insouciant, and I don't appreciate it. So, no books on trans indigenous people here? Go look downstairs. Well, I do. Thank you for trying. I appreciate it. Don't be transnative-phobic in the future.
I'm sure you guys all know where I'm going to go with this, and I do not blame him for doing what he does. As you can all see and as you can all tell, I am indeed a white woman. It is a story I've told a lot on my channel, and for the people who are subscribed, you guys already know that. I am a white woman, and if you say otherwise...
I have not been able to find a job due to the discrimination of being a trans woman. I have been fighting tooth and nail to survive truly ever since I was 17, and I am now 25. And on top of everything, my laptop circuit board short-circuited and no longer works, and my camera sensor completely broken. So the art that I do to support myself literally cannot be made because I do not have the tools to do so. If you support trans people, if you support trans women, or if you're constantly preaching protect the dolls, this is your chance. Please donate. You can either donate directly or through my GoFundMe. Any donation of any amount means the world and more to me. You have no idea. And every share and repost and interaction with this video helps if you can't donate. To anyone who has watched this and supports me, or as anyone who has been watching me and supported me, thank you so much, and I love you with my whole entire heart. Thank you.
Bull nose ring piercing, says a lot of stupid things, doesn't actually love themselves. They hate themselves so much that they're willing to change everything about themselves, but they want us to accept them. Yeah, I don't believe what you're saying.
A stupid and kind of silly thing for me to say. I reacted to kind of a notification and the headline. I had no real context for, you know, what happened. I didn't really understand the severity of the situation.
There'll be some people listening saying, well, you know, did you really need to know how severe the situation was? I mean, you knew a guy who you'd met had got shot. I mean, some people would say, how could you react that way?
No, of course. And I think it's a valid position. I think...
Why did you?
I think part of the... Mr. Kirk's comments don't exist in a vacuum, you know. He's an incredibly kind of polarizing figure. And I think it's almost a symptom of him, and my reaction, a symptom of kind of how we have discourse online, in which, you know, it's oftentimes very reactive. It's oftentimes about saying something almost inflammatory, almost because I wanted to say spark a conversation about kind of what happened, the fact that, oh my God, like this is such a major event that's just taken place. And
you wanted to get a reaction.
Exactly, I wanted to get a reaction. I wanted to have a conversation, and, you know,
a laugh.
Almost exactly, like a laugh and a bit of a reaction. And kind of, I realized afterwards that, you know, that wasn't the right way to go about it.
No, what happened was you said very disgusting things because of the fact that someone disagrees with your opinions. You got caught out and you suffered the consequences for saying what you said. And now you want to go on an apology tour. Newsflash, we don't care and you deserved it. You're a bigot.
Women are equally capable of being weapons engineers. I think it's more of an intellectual accomplishment.
How come they're not then?
I mean, throughout history, women had not been encouraged to enter those kinds of spaces.
Let me just ask you a question. Have you ever fired a gun?
No.
No. Are you aware that they actually require a decent amount of physical strength to handle properly?
Sure.
And the other problem is that you have to carry lots of ammo, and that requires a lot of physical strength. And you have to carry a bunch of gear to feed yourself, and then you have to carry bulletproof vests that you're wearing so that when you get right, you don't die.
But I think if you gave me a gun,
et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And the problem is, we know this from hundreds of years of military collected data, not just here, but in every nation on planet Earth, that women consistently have to have the standards lowered for them on average so that they can, in any way, shape, or form, keep up with men in those roles. What that tells us collectively is this: they're not as good in them. Men have a huge advantage in all aspects, even including weapons, including drone piloting. They have advantages in just being able to build things quicker. Almost everything about them is designed as the super predator of the earth. Not predatory in the way that they victimize, but predatory in the way that they can quickly almost anything they want to with very little resistance from anything that exists. Because of that, I'm sorry, but you're never going to be able to equalize force between a sex that's 50% on average weaker than them, no matter what technological advances you think you're going to make.
If I do one more joint, I'm gone.
Okay, all right. Before you get gone, let me ask you one more question. How important are women's rights?
Very important, baby. Period.
And what amendments gave women the right to vote?
This period.
But seriously, what amendment?
Honestly, I don't know. I didn't pay attention in school, but women's rights, period.
Okay, we are cooked. Yeah, we are absolutely cooked, chat. GG.
I can only hope that if they take away gender-affirming care, the balding men will realize they fucked themselves. The hormones you take to get back the hairline that left with your father, that's gender-affirming care.
I'm really not surprised you came to the conclusion you came to. You do have a bullnosing piercing and you look the way you look. If you think people who get hair transplant is gender affirming care, you're an idiot, and there is no such thing as gender affirming care, so that makes you a double idiot.
Fact of the matter is that I was walking down the street and I got jumped. Didn't have anything to do with setting that shit up because I'm a grown-ass man and have no reason to do no corny bullshit like that. If I was gonna set up some bullshit to look for attention, I would look like a hero, I wouldn't look like a victim. If I was gonna set up some bullshit and I was really a dumbass to do some shit like that, I'm a director, I'm an actor, I'm a writer, I'm a creator. It would have been flawless. It would have been fierce. It would have been wonderful. It would not have been no bullshit like whatever dumbass did it. Period. Now, whoever really did it, congratulations to them because they actually got away with it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, do not come at me like I'm some complete idiot. I'm a very intelligent man. Right. You know what I mean? Humble, all of those things. Yeah. But come on, I'm an intelligent man. I stand in who I am.
There is no way this guy is making grounds to try and convince us all that he did not fake the thing where he said he got attacked by Trump supporters. You went to court about this whole situation and you lost, yet here you are still trying to convince us all that it definitely happened. We do not believe you. You can keep lying to yourself.
Welcome to The Lead. I'm Jake Tapper. After nearly 5 years of investigation, the FBI finally announced that they had arrested a suspect accused of planting pipe bombs near the Republican and Democratic National Committee headquarters the night before the January 6, 2021 Capitol attack. Brian Cole Jr., a 30-year-old white man from the D.C. suburbs, is charged with transporting an explosive device in interstate commerce and with malicious destruction by means of explosion. CNN observed local and federal law enforcement outside his home in Woodbridge, Virginia this morning. Attorney General Pam Bondi gave very few details about the suspect this morning, but said this cold case has been solved.
Words of one neighbor, they described him walking his Chihuahua for long walks frequently, several times a day, sometimes even at maybe 2 in the morning. One neighbor said he would never make eye contact with you. He would always wear headphones, never speak to you except to say hello. One neighbor had kind of a quirky account of him saying that what stood out to him about the suspect was that even in the deadest of winter, in the coldest days, he'd be out in his shorts with red Crocs walking his dog. But a very reclusive figure is the picture we're getting of the suspect, even though he came from a family that a neighbor said was fairly friendly. Jake? All right, Brian Todd in Woodbridge, Virginia, thanks. And we do have new photographs, as you saw during that presentation from Brian, new photographs of the suspect, and we're showing those to you right now. Let's discuss with former CIA.
Never thought I would see the day where they said a black man was described as white, even though I do say that I'm a white woman, but it seems like they are mistaking people's races when clearly this guy is a black person. But hey, anything to cover up the minorities, even if they do the most heinous things, it's white people's fault.
But there is absolutely no evidence that the people who are sexually assaulting people are people seeking asylum. And
I'm sorry, there's convictions. There is convictions. We only prosecute 1% of illegal entry into this country. How can we be a democratic, sovereign country when we have decriminalized illegal entry into our country?
Maybe you should pay your employees more too then.
We pay pretty well.
I mean, I know someone's here working on their birthday.
Is it someone's birthday today?
You don't even know your own employees.
It's Colton's birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Colton.
birthday.
Congratulations, adults work on their birthday. I'm going to cry for him.
I work on a nonprofit, and at least they give us our birthdays off.
If he wanted to request it, he could have. That's
I wouldn't have to request it off.
Choice. Okay, if they want to treat you like children, they can.
How is that treating like children? It's more of like
a birthday. Who gives a You have one every single year.
It's just called caring for people. I guess you don't understand that. You have like all of this money and revenue that you can then pay for others for you.
What do you think a business is that has employees.
I think just from seeing your past videos like on TikTok and stuff like that, you just have
But
this
are you
like
able to say
stigma, like you
anything-
can't use credit cards, blah 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 blah. But it's so hard for me
Hold
to
on, you're
not.
losing your own point here. Not use credit cards? That doesn't make sense.
I think it's just because you don't understand. You're just so privileged now, and now you're just feeling so out of touch.
So because
like, you
I've
don't
made
understand.
good money for a year and a half, all of a sudden I lose the other 28 years of my life? I'm
Obviously,
confused.
yeah.
It's quite funny her saying at the beginning that maybe he should pay his employees more when she's here for financial advice, trying to give him financial advice. Yeah, I don't think you're the one to be talking about what he should and shouldn't be doing with his money. You're the one who's getting financial advice, and he's a financial advisor. Do you not understand that?
I want to pay you reparations right now.
I won't turn it down.
This is all I have. That doesn't make up for 400 years of oppression, but it's all that I have.
I think you're right. I don't think it'll ever end. There is small progress I think we made today.
Did you want to
That,
pay any?
that was really weird.
Why was it weird?
There may be some people who would be offended by. Clearly, we're not offended by that.
I won't turn down cash.
This is something that I can do right now. Why wouldn't I do it?
That's all cash I have.
Oh, well, you know.
I usually carry cash.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
This is powerful to me. I thank you for doing that.
Yeah, this Matt Walsh skit will always be funny because it just shows how stupid and absurd the beliefs of the ABCD community and feminists are. They believe in the stupidest things and think they're doing a service to humanity when you're just showing us all that you live in some sort of Santa Claus world for adults.
Are my parents okay with this? Absolutely not. They texted me this morning and they asked for me to tell you all that they do not support me and that they have chosen their convictions and their beliefs over supporting their child. Everyone gets nervous when there's a special announcement from the pastor. I'm not leaving. Hold on to that. I'm going to hold you to it. So, rarely do I did not get into ministry to talk about myself or my personal life, but sometimes there are things that happen in a pastor's personal life that is going to find its way out into ministry. And so I am inviting you to join me in a season of creative transformation for myself, and I think for all of us. Imagine, so I get to announce with joy that I'm transitioning. I'm affirming and saying to all of you that I am transgender. And so the best way to put this is that I'm not becoming a woman, I'm giving up pretending to be a man. What will change? Thank God you have never chosen me as your pastor based off of my appearance. Amen. I was waiting for that. None of you ever judged me, or that was not part of the intake process of me being your pastor, was because of how my face looked, or my body, or how long my hair is, or my clothes. Because at the end of the day, we know that clothes are just fibers. They do not carry an anatomy with them. So to say that something is girls' clothes or boys' clothes, well, they don't come with a reproductive system. Amen? So what will change? My voice. It might go a tad higher. Pronouns, she, her. But I'm not going to be pronoun police. Okay? Because I don't think that anybody will misgender or mispronoun out of malice. This is a process. It's a transition. What will change is my full name. I'm taking on for me Fiona's middle name so that we have that in common. What may change is that we might become known within the community is an even safer space for people who have felt marginalized. Are my parents okay with this? Absolutely not. They texted me this morning and they asked for me to tell you all that they do not support me and that they have chosen their convictions and their beliefs over supporting their child. I'm in the category of what they call asexual. I've been that way since we've all been together. Is that I am not, I'm not living my life in such a way that I am looking for romance. And that's okay. We all have to live the ways that we live.
The ABCD community will infiltrate absolutely everything and then start crying victim when we don't want them and everything. How about you live in the deep dark places of your home and engage in the disgusting behavior you want to engage in there, and stop infiltrating everything and pushing your beliefs on everyone like you say other people do to you. They're in the media, they're in the schools, they're literally everywhere, yet they're apparently this oppressed minority that can't do anything. You can keep lying to yourself and making up fairy tale nonsense as to how you can basically change your gender, which is just stupidity, but you can't lie to us.